Hey everybody, and welcome back to another one of Mudflap's movie reviews. My name is Mudflap, and today I will be reviewing the movie Dog. Let's get started. Dog is directed by Channing Tatum and Reed Carolyn, and Dog stars Channing Tatum, Skylar Joy, Kevin Nash, and Ethan Suplee. So we open this movie on Staff Sergeant Jackson Briggs as he's just going through his daily routine of working out in the morning, going to work at Subway, and then just repeating that over and over again. And we find out that he's trying to get re-enlisted back into the Ranger Battalion, but he so far has been denied due to an existing brain injury. And Jackson is also mourning the loss of a friend of his, Rodriguez, who sadly died in a car crash. Jackson calls up his captain to try to get back into the Rangers. His captain does say, "I will let you back in, but on one condition, as if you take Rodriguez's dog all the way down to Mexico to the family's funeral." So the dog was a combat dog. That's the thing that makes Jackson want to live again, basically, and he sees this as his one shot to do it, and he finds out that Lulu the dog is a handful, a beast, a monster. The thing about during his whole journey, the more he understands Lulu and what she went through, he's also working through his problems at the same time, and he finds out that he and Lulu actually have a lot in common, and that there's a reason for Lulu being so aggressive. Lulu was a combat dog and went through a lot of trauma and has PTSD just like Jackson has. We see that throughout the course of the movie. It actually goes into a bond, and Jackson finds purpose in life again and a reason to live. So this is actually Channing Tatum's first movie that he's ever directed, and I think he did a really great job. There's comedy thrown in there because Channing Tatum's a pretty funny guy. I've always liked his acting style. He can be super funny. Most of the stuff I've seen him in, he's a funny guy, but there are other times where he can turn serious, and he does a really great job at being serious at times. So I like an actor who can be versatile in their acting. So a couple things that come to mind in this movie is May is Military Appreciation Month, and I just want to say to all the people out there who have served and are currently serving, thank you for your service. I have a huge respect for the military. At one point in my life I wanted to join the military, but I'm unable to do so. The closest step to me serving in the military and showing my appreciation for people who serve is letting people know that there's a lot of trauma to people who serve, and this is what we got to see, is how Jackson was handling being discharged from the military due to a brain injury, yet he's kind of been trying to convince his captain that he's still there, like he's got it all together. And I think a part of himself realizes that he's just been telling a lie to himself. Jackson is coming to realizations that maybe he doesn't have it all together. He needs help. He needs to have friends around him who have served and who can relate. He needs to get professional therapy. Anything to, get his mind right. Just maybe he might be able to be in the right mindset to join the army again. This movie was just really heartfelt. A lot of seriousness, a lot of stuff that people need to be more aware of, I think. I know a lot of people out there are aware that soldiers have PTSD when coming home, but I don't think a lot of people realize that the dogs who serve out there as well, they can have severe PTSD, anxiety. A lot of crazy things can happen to a dog, and this movie Dog just really showcased that dogs go through emotional damage too, and that we need to pay more attention to it. Be nice to them, be kind to them, talk to them, just be their friend. One of the biggest life lessons I got out of this movie is finding purpose and finding your calling in life, finding what makes you happy. Jackson spent a lot of time during the movie trying to find out what makes him happy. He turned to drugs, he turned to women, but he was ignoring the thing in front of him that was really the obstacle to him actually achieving happiness and achieving purpose, and that was getting Lulu to her owner's funeral, and that he cared about Rodriguez enough to drive several days from where he was all the way down to Mexico with a crazy dog in the back of his truck, going through all sorts of adventures and trials and some really crazy stuff, but to show that Rodriguez's service mattered, and that this dog, Lulu, is a very key factor in Rodriguez's legacy as a soldier and Lulu's legacy as a service dog. The biggest lesson was that you can be your biggest obstacle in your search to find happiness, purpose, you should really dive deeper into who you are as a person. And if you need help, find friends, find family, find somebody to talk about your problems with, get everything off your chest, and you'll feel those loads better. Be one more step closer to achieving the happiness that you desire. Just a very beautiful moment in the movie where Channing Tatum's character finally found his happiness, his peace, his purpose in life. It's a very family-friendly movie. I unfortunately didn't get to see this movie in theaters when it came out in February, but it is now available to rent through all places that you can rent. It's not available on any streaming service right now, and I'm not sure which streaming service is going to pick this movie up. It was made by MGM Studios, so maybe Amazon Prime or Hulu might pick it up. I'm not sure, but keep an eye out for that. If you don't want to pay some money to rent it, it's not expensive, but if you'd rather wait for it to be free on a streaming service, I would wait and just keep checking to see when they're going to post Dog to a streaming platform. But I will give this movie 7 out of 10 Mudflaps. It was just a really great eye-opener for me to see the men and women who serve our country and the animals that serve our country. They're very, very important. They all have a role to play, and we definitely shouldn't take their sacrifices for granted. What is your favorite movie about the military? Drop in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. And I'll see you next time.